Hi, it's Vicky. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to help you to relieve any back pain you might experience first thing in the morning or at the end of the day after a big day of work. So if you sit a lot or stand a lot, your back can get really tight. It's a really good one. Very, very gentle, very simple, but very effective. So when you're ready, grab a bolster if you've got one, or if you've got a couple of pillows, that'll be sweet, and grab a mat, some water if you need, and join me. So when you're ready, you're going to bring the pillow or your bolster underneath the knees and come to lie down on your back. And from here, just bring your hands to your ribs. Allow your breath to soften. Allow the inhale to fill up the ribs. And the exhale to let the air fall away, the ribs drop. Inhale, let the ribs expand out to the sides a little bit. Exhale, fall away. And just continue to do this in your own time now. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the body to be supported by your mat beneath you. Allow the body to be relaxed. Allow your knees to be soft. Your jaw to be soft. And your feet to be relaxed. Take 2 more easy rounds of breath here. Letting everything slow down a little bit. And then from here, just bringing one foot up into a tabletop position, so the shin parallel with the sky. And then when you're ready, engaging the belly a little bit, other foot up, and have a little bit of space here. You can bring your arms out to the sides if you like, just keeping the shoulder blades connected. And then on the exhale, just letting the knees drift over to one side, just a touch. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, just a touch. So it's more like a hip rock than rather a spinal twist here. Want to be really gentle with the back, especially if it's first thing in the morning. Exhaling across just a little bit. You'll feel your abs activate a little bit to get into that twist. So often the back can be quite tight from the hips. So this just helps to release off through the hips. We'll go for one more in each direction after this. And you can let the head go in the opposite direction as well if you like. And then from here, just extend through one leg and then hug the other knee in towards you. Bring the elbow on the inside, just grab the outside of the foot and then just give this a little wriggle from side to side. Nice little half happy baby here. Getting into the hamstrings, so sometimes the hamstrings can be to blame for the back as well. So often it's tight hips, tight hamstrings. And then you can just play around here, swap it over to the other side. Elbow comes on the inside and then just let the hip wriggle a little bit. Being really gentle, almost like a little massage here. Then when you're ready, bring your hands behind your thighs. Inhale, exhale, just tilt the pelvis away from you. So letting the pelvis lift up, letting the back lift up, and then exhale, draw everything in, press the lower back down. Inhale, release it up forward, and then exhale, draw it in. Go for 2 more like that, so really gentle like pelvic tilts. And then back, and then this time we're going to rock all the way up. Slide the bolster away. And you're going to find yourself into Uttanasana. So bringing your head over, bringing your body over. Keep your knees nice and bent here. And then walk your hands in a little bit closer. And then just allow your body to drape here. Maybe bring your hands across to the opposite elbow in ragdoll. And you can even make sure that the back of the neck is completely relaxed by just sort of letting the backs of the forearms kind of rest on the back of the head here. And then just drifting your weight forward and back to the balls of the feet, into the heels, into the balls of the feet, into the heels. And then just loosen off through the shoulders, relax through the facial muscles, completely soften. Take 2 more rounds of breath. A full inhale, a full exhale. And then from here, just bend through the knees and find yourself onto all fours. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders here. And then extend through one leg, tuck the toes, give it a little stretch here. And then when you're ready, tap your belly, check that it's engaged, and raise the leg up towards the sky, flex up through the foot. And this might be you today. This is already activating through the core, just making sure that the hip isn't coming too far up. So just want to keep the leg in line with the hip and then sort of turn that leg inwards. So turn the big toes down. And then when you're ready, maybe extending through the opposite arm as well here. And if you're still feeling good, from here, we're going to bring the opposite arm and opposite leg out to the side. And once the leg reaches as far as possible out to the side as you can, you're going to wave yourself up and over and reach up over that leg and breathe here. Big side stretch. Soften through the face and open up into the side body. And then when you're ready, release through the bottom hand, wave yourself back down and see if you can just glide back to that start position and then lower down. We'll come to the other side. So when you're ready, extend through the other leg, tuck the toes, give it a little stretch. Making sure the lower belly is slightly engaged before you raise the leg up, and then keep internally rotating that thigh, so keep turning it in slightly before you extend the opposite arm long here. Just making sure that you engage the belly to protect the back, and then if you're still feeling good, then bringing the leg way out to the side. Gonna have to move over a little bit. And then swinging the arm across, big side stretch here. So if you're near a wall, you can actually use the wall to push into it a little bit as well. And then lower through the front arm, lower your leg, lower your arm, bring up your leg, bring it back to that bird dog or Superman position, and then lower it down. And we'll do one more to each side. Give the hips a little wriggle from side to side here. And then when you're ready, extend the first leg out behind you, raise it up, bring the opposite arm and opposite leg out to the side, and then just glide your way up and over that leg here. Stay for a round of breath. And then circle your way back, finding your way back to that start position, lower down. Nice. So look, just one more here, extending through the opposite leg now, opposite arm. Bring it out to the side, press through, wave yourself up here. You might need a little bit further, be a little bit further away from the wall. And then come on down, sweeping through and lower down with control. Nice. Give your hips a little wriggle. And now from here, just going to do a few little hip circles to release off through the lower back. And one really nice one for the back is to actually open up a little bit through the shoulders for a twist. So you're going to inhale, release up through one arm, stretch it up towards the sky. And then exhale, thread it through. And just come down onto that shoulder. And just breathe here, letting that air come down. You might want to work the opposite fingers forward or play around with extending the leg, but I honestly just really like it here. You can shift the knees slightly back to just breathe. Getting that gentle twist into the upper back helps to release off through the lower back. Next, inhale, pushing through, coming on up. Stretch that arm up, lower it down. Again, give the hips a little wriggle. And we'll come to the other side. Inhale, reach up through the opposite arm. Exhale, send it through. Air comes down, and then maybe playing around with the foot extending or the arms working forward here. Otherwise, just stay here and breathe. Get a nice big opening into the upper back, the outside of the shoulder blade. And then next inhale, push through that bottom hand, reach up through that arm, float it down, and we're just going to finish with child's pose. So bring your knees nice and wide. You can bring your bolster or your pillows in front of you if you've got them. Sit back onto your heels and then just allow your heart to soften here. So you can turn your head to one side or bring your forehead down, whatever feels good for you. And then just allow your lower back to soften into the heels. Allow your breath to slow down. Allow your shoulders to soften. Your throat and your face to soften. And then turning the head the other way. And finding your way back through center, through the head, and then just walk your hands back up. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, it's a really simple but very effective way of releasing the back. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you've got any questions or anything, please feel free to comment below, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.